Do you know the difference between change and transition? Just this last week, I counted 34 times when I heard the word transition in incredible places, right? I got an email from my son's elementary school. The principal told me that they were working on transition strategies to help the kids go from one grade to the next. As I was listening to, the media chronicle every moment of the Pope's visit in the United States, I heard them constantly referring to his transitions, be it from the temporary papal residency to the UN or wherever he was going that day, right? What I've come to learn from my work in studying transition and women is that we often interchange the words change and transition and probably misuse them frequently. I found a wonderful asset, and that was a book by a gentleman by the name of William Bridges. He wrote a book in the late 70s called Transitions, Making Sense of Life's Changes. In it, he defines change as being very goal-oriented. And so change in his context would be if I was the director of finance for GE and I decided I needed a new job and I said, I want to go be director of finance for Google. That would be a change, and the work that I would do to make that happen would be a well-executed change. But that, I've learned, is very different from transition, right? Transition is a process, and it requires us to re-examine our assumptions about identity, capacity, and values. For those who transition, it requires us not only to make that decision, but then to undertake the act of transitioning, which is an iterative, multi-step process that allows somebody to really address those things that they learn as they re-examine their assumptions. So oftentimes we in society toss those words back and forth, but in fact they're very different, right? Change is very goal-oriented, whereas transition starts with a re-examination of our assumptions about how we make meaning in the world. And it really holds value to those who have the opportunity to spend a moment to think about it.